Steve, congratulations. That felt like a positive night in terms of performance and, of course, result.
Yeah, I agree. But the objective, obviously, is to get through to the next round and do it with a good performance. And I thought that was the case. Real dominance from start to finish. Could have been more of a threat in the first half for all of the good positions we got in. There was Jordan that sort of made it happen with his goal, which was obviously a wonderful strike and good for him to get off the mark on his debut. But we needed more sort of make it happen moments in the final third, whether it was 1v1s or combination work. And in saying that, to be fair, Skippy and Wilf did get in as well in the first half, so we could have been more than 1-0 up. But the challenge was to continue to play as we were and where we were playing our football, get good numbers ahead of the ball, but then be more of a threat on the goal. And to be fair to the guys, they really took that on second half and were good for the 3 more goals and the numerous chances. But listen, the expectation is to get through and to play well, of course, but that starts first and foremost with the right attitude, and I felt that we showed that tonight as well, which should be a non-negotiable, but sometimes it isn't always the case. But we showed the right mentality in the game.
You mentioned 2 of the 3 players there making their first starts, home debuts. You must have been pleased with all 3 of them.
I think beyond the getting through to the next round and the good performance, there were lots of other good things. 7 academy graduates apparently, players making their debut, senior players that hadn't featured too much in the first couple of Premier League games starting and getting well-earned minutes. So there were loads of positives from the game, like I said, beyond the result and the performance, and it's always good when that's the case.
Just on the academy, you mentioned it there. I know you've only been here a short space of time, but how impressed have you been with the players that are coming through that you've had available?
Yeah, no, and listen, we are. I think all of myself and the coaching group have worked in academy football, so we're always going to show an interest in that. And our job is if players deserve an opportunity, is to provide it, and we will always do that if it's right for the team. And of course that was the case tonight, and with a couple of guys, and it's always good to see, and I think fans like to see it as well, because obviously we have a very productive academy. We have everything set up in place to produce players, but one of the most important things with an academy is an exit route at the end into the first team, and we want to be able to do that, because what that does to the academy, it creates hope, and it creates like messages to the younger boys. Because I've been there, so it's good that that's the case tonight. But first and foremost, we need to win, we need to play well. Academy stuff is brilliant as well.
Jordan scoring, strikers thrive on goals. How important it is for him to get off the marker ahead of the Premier League games on the horizon?
Yeah, of course, and I felt it was really important in the game, obviously, because like I said, for all of the play around the box, we needed attacking players really to do something to make a difference, and he did that, so it was important for the game as well. But yeah, if somebody would have said he would have had the input he had tonight and scored a goal, got the right amount of minutes, that's something we would have sort of written if we could have planned it, and that was the case tonight. So he's obviously an experienced player. He'll be determined now to do well in the Premier League for us. He was so keen to come here. And we're going to look forward now to involving him, and we're going to need him as everybody else as well.
Attention, I'm assuming, quickly switches to Saturday, Premier League. Back here, this place is going to be bouncing.
Yeah, I mean, we had a brilliant atmosphere against Spurs, and it was really good for me to experience that as well, and the new staff, and for everybody who've been here for years as well, just to remind us how sort of powerful this place can be. Gratitude to the fans that came tonight as well. With 2 home games in 1 week, it's an expensive gig. I understand that, so I'm really appreciative of the support that was here tonight as well. So we've got to do everything we can now to play well and get a right result on Saturday, because if we do that, we can show the supporters how we want to represent them this year and week in, week out. So that's now where the focus will turn to, and we'll come here Saturday, ready to give everything that we can, and what the supporters deserve.